Okay, let's start talking about podcast stuff in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Woo-wee. Number 2, biggest improvement between episode 1 and episode 2. We're here, baby. Let's get it.
We got a fun podcast here for you marketing interns. This is the Backend Show. I mean, it's a free-for-all, but we're going to put a little structure to it.
Yeah, I think my biggest takeaway from the first Backend Show, I was so mad at myself listening to it the whole time because I was just interrupting both of you the whole time. And I was like, God, I got to be better. So I apologize to both of you.
Thank you for your
I'm not even supposed to talk that much, so you can you can interrupt me whenever you want.
Yeah, well,
So.
that's a good point. I just felt bad.
Well, it was fun
place.
for me interviewing you, editing the conversation on the video aspect because, like, the camera's pointed right at you with the GoPro. So whenever you talk, I throw the GoPro footage on.
Yeah.
And I got to see how much you're actually talking, like the percentage as compared to when we're talking.
What's the percentage?
You're probably at like a good 25%. Like you had some high quality conversation in there.
Yeah.
I got to bring it down a little bit. Probably like 10% is probably what I need to be at.
Well, I
focus on recording.
I do want to continue to make note of how much you've improved with
Appreciate that.
your ability to get your thoughts out without using filler words such as like.
Thanks.
Really
no,
good.
I appreciate that. Yeah. Thanks, man.
You've improved.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think your next challenge
Ooh,
is
another challenge?
Yeah. Listen up,
down.
big boy. When we're talking with guests and they have like how they're like caught on a word or
Yes.
someone that they don't know, like I need you in there right away,
Yeah.
That's the next thing, cuz if you can just
happened a
fill their
couple times,
sentence,
yeah.
Well, we're like pointing at you.
Yeah.
we're like Sam's our producer, he knows the answer.
And I'm like ordering Chipotle. I'm like Postmates. I look up, I'm like, what? Yeah. No, I can start doing that, but yeah.
Dope.
Anyways.
Absolutely. And then yeah, that's about it.
Okay, cool.
I think we can make that work.
That's your challenge?
Yeah, that was my challenge.
Easy.
Love that.
Easy.
All right, let's dive into the show. We always start the Backend Show with an average quality.
Absolutely.
So let's get into it.
Who's
And
going first?
we originally did average qualities as a whole. That was our Backend Show because we wanted to kind of, get on with it in the back end of the actual Monday show. Now we have a free-for-all, so we're all going to do our own average qualities, as you realized last week. So let's dive into the average qualities. Declan, start us off.
Okay. Average quality for me is interrupting people. I think that's definitely my average quality, and I was talking about that earlier. But I would also say chords. This place looks like spaghetti noodles are on the ground, man, and it's not good.
That's kind of like a wee average quality, I think. I'm not
It
putting
is.
that on you. I mean, that's
I'm gonna own it though
because
I just want
you're
this
the
to,
engineer and you should have a little more design.
And if I learned anything in my 4 years at St. Thomas being an engineer is that you do not have wires on the ground, you do not have cords on the ground, because that's just a trip hazard, safety hazard, and it's unacceptable. So I have a proposition on how we can make this better.
And you would like to share it now?
Yeah, is that cool?
All right, dive into it.
Okay, so right now we have the Zeddy mixer on this table right here, right? All the cords are running from there, and they're sprawling out like spaghetti noodles on the ground here. If we take that and we put it here where the Backpocket stuff is and this Own the World stuff, maybe not on it, maybe underneath it, however we want to do it, we have it there. We have it streamed. Your cords will be streamlined behind. My cords will be streamlined behind. And we have the longer cord, that 25-footer, runs along the line and then back up. Problem solved.
Problem solved. Incredibly bad podcasting. However, great YouTubing.
Yes, great YouTube. Follow us on YouTube. I love your commitment to getting people to watch YouTube is incredible.
Yeah, we got about 64 subscribers on YouTube. We're killing it. So
Yeah.
go on to YouTube, the
5
Backpocket
more.
Podcast.
5 more subscribers.
And then we don't want any more.
get off. If we could stay at 69 for as long as possible.
We could say that on the Backend Show.
Yeah, we can. It'd be sick. Be dope, dude. But yeah, I think chords in general. Like, I know you just went over how we're doing free for all and everyone has their own average qualities. But I think
Yeah.
I'm just gonna step up and say it.
Let's
be a
get
man
let's
about
get
it.
after it. I like
Be a
that
ma-
idea. I
be a
think that's
man
a great
about
idea.
Okay, cool.
My average quality is something that you kind of brought to my life. I didn't really realize it at first, but then you sent me that Venmo request for rent, and you always tag us with like the monthly theme. You give us
Know your role.
know your role, and my role in the month of January was Andy Breakfast Chef, and he gave me that title because all I do is cook breakfast every time of the day, because that's all I know how to cook, and it's easy. So I'm a pretty good breakfast chef, and I may say I'm probably just a great chef in general. Do you agree, Sam? Like, if I'm a breakfast chef, am I just a great chef overall?
Yeah, it's pretty good you brought this up actually, because I think I was talking about this maybe a while ago about how me and my friends have this running joke where breakfast chefs, people that are like, no, I'm really good at making breakfast. Like, let me make you breakfast. I make the best breakfast food, are actually the worst cooks ever, because it's breakfast food. You crack some eggs, you throw on some bacon, you put some toast in the toaster. There's no other planning. There's nothing else. Like, okay, open up a thing of yogurt. That's so easy. Like, spread some peanut butter. And then, it's like, okay, the one thing would be, like, omelets. Okay? Omelets, I would say, are, like, the, like, premier thing, like, you can make when you're making breakfast. And it's still so easy compared to any dinner or lunch, like, recipe or meal. So, I think that people that flex how good they are making breakfast are just really bad cooks outside of making breakfast, which is so easy that like they just hold on to it.
Yeah, hold on though. I wouldn't say bad cooks because they're still cooking and they're not burning the eggs and they're not starting fires and
you could start a grease fire.
You run the risk.
Yeah,
you
that's
run
what
the
breakfast.
risk.
The breakfast is heavy grease oriented.
Heavy grease. But so I would say you're an average cook.
Absolutely, that's my average quality.
Yeah,
and then I sometimes I don't even cook. And when it comes to this, I just go to Cub and I grab myself a rotisserie chicken and I peel that off and I put that into my pasta. I make wraps. I make salads. That's like all I do. So
your Caesar salads are incredible.
Caesar salads, sometimes chicken Caesar salads, sometimes chicken Caesar
Okay, but
wraps.
what's in your Caesar salad though?
Nothing.
Lettuce, chicken, and then store-bought Caesar dressing.
And store-bought chicken, like it's rotisserie.
Yeah.
I'm not cooking a thing.
Yeah.
I'm
okay. At least you're being like kind of creative and like you're actually taking that step of like making something.
Yeah, he's finding a way to just like be productive. He's like,
okay.
If it's
without
like
learning how to be a cook.
Exactly, like
that's why I'm average. Like I haven't taken really the steps to come up with a recipe that it's a tad creative and expanding my repertoire.
Yeah, I think
like Michael Rapaport.
I feel like you're just building meals like you would build Legos. You're just kind of taking things and just like following the instructions, making it, and then it looks good, tastes good. Feel good.
100%. Like I get the instruction manual and I'm one of those Lego kids via breakfast that just puts the pieces where the instructions say. Yeah. Not like those creative kids that builds the really cool things just out of the blue. Like I wasn't that guy.
Yeah.
Within the breakfast realm.
Did you like Legos?
Love Legos.
Yeah.
And I did never follow the instructions when it came to Legos.
Oh.
Yeah, I always just built like ships. Like I always built a spaceship out of like when you got the jungle themed Legos. Always a spaceship, no matter what pieces I got.
How big of like a boner kill was the Bionicles? Like you had Bionicles, and then you can never like build anything with those.
No, you just got one. It was an action figure.
Yeah, it was a glorified action figure.
Yeah.
Nice try, Lego.
Is the GoPro on, by the way?
Yeah.
It's
running.
Dope. Because last time you didn't hit play, so I have to hold you accountable.
Sorry.
Yeah. Hey, he's learning.
He's learning. You're improving. Sam, what is your average quality this week?
My average quality this week is going to be my usage of caffeine. So yeah. So I work with a lot of guys that work really long shifts and they have pretty stressful jobs. And early on in their career, one thing that just really kept them going was caffeine usage. And I love caffeine. I wake up in the morning, cup of coffee. Midday, I have like a BCA Energy, has caffeine in it. And then I pre-work out when I go to the gym.
Heavy beta alamine. For all those people that don't know that's the jittery stuff that makes you all a little wired, a little spiky.
MCT oil, and then you're...
Sam at work on that.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Sam, can you get something done? He's like, yeah, like, I gotta do it on my BCA.
No, but he brings up a great point. He mixes in the MCT oil, which drags out the beta alamine instead of just hits you right away. And then you have it for 2-3 hours.
Yeah, but anyway, so my point was that...
He's a gym rat.
Is that there's... Yeah, I am. Huge.
We all
entire body
because Sam was once big and his brother called him out for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're okay. Also, real quick though, we all worked out before. We're all gym rats here.
Yeah.
We all worked out before this podcast.
I'm actually a hit fanatic, so
yeah, we're
shout out all.
So we're boutique fitness guys, and you're like the corporate version of
absolute gym junkie over here.
You're a junkie, yeah.
But anyways, these guys like they're using so much caffeine, and that now they're like early 30s and they're drinking pre-workout all day to like try to stay awake, and I'm like, I can't get to that point in my life. So today I was exhausted at work and I had a cup of coffee at like 12, and then it was like 3 o'clock. I'm like, oh, I'm pretty tired, but I was like, I'm going to the gym at like 6, so I'm gonna have caffeine. Then I'm like, I can just ride this out. So I'm slowly but surely going to go from having caffeine 3 times a day to 2 times a day,
Mm.
and then maybe like once a day, every other day or something. So I can, throughout my life, I can still enjoy like the buzz and getting awake from caffeine. But, I don't want to be like a zombie at work or at school. So I got to just find that balance because, I pretty much like couldn't live without caffeine this summer, when I was taking it 3 times a day. Or I guess taking it sounds like a drug. But when I was like a hard drug, when I was like, consuming it 3 times a day, like I needed it. But yeah, so.
What do you have with coffee right now?
I drink 2 cups in the morning.
Nice.
Like one probably at 10 and one at 11. And I usually try to drink 2 cups of water in between each cup of coffee.
Nice. I just started a new thing today where I have to drink 16 ounces of water before I get any coffee. And today was
I always drink 1 cup before I drink
You're
coffee.
killing it. I'm not good at it. Most days for me was like I got into a rhythm of just drinking coffee from basically 6 a.m. to noon.
Caffeine is so bad for you in the sense of like.
Is it really?
You become addicted to caffeine.
Yeah.
Because it's once you have it, your system needs it to function at the speed that you want it to, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because caffeine increases motor functions
Mm.
and increases your thought process and everything, right?
Thins your blood and just gets
it gets you going.
Yeah.
So once you like, it's caffeine headaches are like the
Real
most
thing?
real thing ever because I didn't take caffeine on Sunday when we worked.
Yeah, we didn't take it.
Take it again. I use the word take, dude. It's a drug,
Yeah.
and
I mean, it literally
I
is
had
a
the
drug,
biggest headache at like 2:00, and
Yeah.
I was just like dragging ass.
Yeah. But to my point is
Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, you're good.
Average quality alert.
Nope, you're good.
Wait, did you actually say your average quality? It was caffeine.
Yeah, caffeine
Okay,
usage,
sweet.
Onward.
Onward.
So I drank water today, and I didn't drink any coffee. I got to noon, and I had already finished my 32 ounces of water. I was like, feeling great. Then don't need anything, and so I'm gonna see if I can do day 2. See if I can do without coffee.
I can confirm that your face, your complexion, looks good right now, dude. I think it's because of the water, man. I mean, usually when you come home, you're a little pale in the face.
Really?
And I'm like, are you a ghost? Did you not get any vitamin D today?
A little vitamin Decky.
But today, dude, you mixed in 2 glasses of 32 ounces of water before noon?
Look, I'm not going to toot my horn here because, that's just now what we do. We don't toot our horns, but feeling good.
Let's just say the growth and development from podcast 1, the pilot episode of the back end,
Yeah.
to number 2 is through the roof.
Thanks,
It's a
guys.
2-for-1 package.
Thank
there,
you.
man.
Yeah. 2 for 1, dude.
2
But
for 1.
Andrew, real recognized real, bro. That's real.
That's real,
And that's
dude.
water, too. So that's sick. But moving on, as we always do.
Trapping the puck.
We got a little, we got to pump the brakes here. Because we got a little sneaky secret.
Secrets.
Yeah, so if anyone remembers this episode or this segment on our back ends, this is how do you want to describe it?
So we brought the sneaky secret segment in roughly around the time we went to Hilton Head because I remember it was that region.
With the cicadas in the back.
Exactly.
And we're just going, sneaky.
And it just chirp, 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 chirp.
Oh, what an electric episode. by
Electric
the way.
episode. Where
Johnny Stofko, I can't remember the
exactly, yeah,
episode
poolside. But we do a sneaky secret where, for those of the marketing interns that made it that far, got to find out a little tidbit that we're implementing slowly and hopefully dropping in a few weeks, right?
The behind the scenes.
Behind the
is really what
scenes
it was.
preparation of a big release.
Yeah.
And this week's sneaky secret is going to be incorporated in the back end show. We're trying to do fan submissions because we got to get you guys incorporated. You guys are the fuel source, as Yoakum likes to say, to our why. So we're going to do a fan submission of average qualities, right? Because that's what we are. We're average guys, ordinary dudes, and we've become kind of little experts of average qualities.
Yeah, so I want to call it the average quality consultants.
Oh, I like that way better. We're not experts.
No, not experts,
But
but
we
we're
have a little bit of...
yeah, we're basically the life coaches of average qualities.
We have longevity.
Yeah, we
We have a
have
reflection of an average quality, so we have a little bit more deeper roots in it.
roots deep for sure.
Yeah.
I would say, we've been at this average quality thing for a little over 2 years now, so we got some experience with it. So
Experience.
and I think we want to help you guys out. So if you want to submit a video, I don't know how should we submit them just over Instagram because everyone follows us on Instagram.
Or you can email us at thebackpocketpodcast@gmail.com. I don't know if you can send videos on email, but
yeah, you can. I'm just trying to think of the most efficient way to do it. I know if we started a Dropbox link and then put that out, that'd be one way to do it as well. But I'm just thinking like Instagram, if they just videotape themselves or literally Snapchatted us or something like.
Can you save that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can. If you do it in like the direct messages.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of the easiest way that we can get like the most submissions. But either way, you
Sam,
send us.
you're pretty in tune to the youth. How would they get the videos?
Yeah. What do you think of the
I
idea?
don't think I like the submission idea, but if somebody like feels comfortable doing a video, then they'd probably like figure out a way to do it. But I think a lot of people might just be easier for them to type something out and send it to you guys for a submission, and then like we read the submission. You know.
Yeah, but I'm not good at reading.
I'm good at reading.
Well, Sam will read them then. Okay.
But I would put that as another option because
Okay.
if you're trying to get the most submissions, I think that there's gonna be some people that are more comfortable with just typing something out than sending.
I'm
a
good with
video
like 2 submissions a week.
Yeah, that's a good point. Is like we don't need 80 submissions if we
Or
did
8.
or 8. We literally need like 3 people because we'll probably pick the best 3.
No, we'll just use them all eventually,
If we got 8 of them, we'd probably only use 3.
and
We'd
then
pick
we
our
use
best
3 the next week.
Oh, but I feel like more people would keep submitting. I don't know. You choose the best 3 and you go and you unpack each
Sure.
one, right? I don't know.
My biggest preference is video because I think
Yeah.
it's hilarious when you can see the person
Yeah.
actually describe their average quality versus texting it. Like I don't know exactly how they were trying to interpret it.
Yeah, and it also helps for social
I don't read
media
in social media
and everything. And
reading in between the lines. Not good at it, dude.
Yeah,
Very
we're not
literal
good
guy.
at that. I mean, if you're that good at reading, Sam, maybe we create a whole nother segment where you just get to read stuff because I think that sounds like something you're interested in.
little book by the fireplace type thing.
Yeah, we'll get
Have
you
a
To
robe
Kill a
on.
Mockingbird,
Yeah.
or No Country for Old Men,
No Country for Old Men would be nice, or
Hunger
Gone
Games.
Girl.
Gone Girl.
Hunger,
Let's have you
Hunger
read
Games.
Hunger
50
Games.
Shades of Grey.
What's the one with Lenny and
The Bible.
Lenny and the other guy?
Oh, Mice
Mice of Men.
of Men. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Mice of
sad
Men.
though. But yeah, I can read that. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll read Mice of Men to us.
How about so when this season is finishing up, we're gonna have you sit by the fireplace and read a night before Christmas. But you have to ad lib. We'll take out certain parts and you have to ad lib back pocket stuff in there.
And we're gonna get a bunch of little kids in here.
Yeah, I'm super into that. idea,
Yes,
yeah. Right.
we're gonna get a bunch of
Just
kids.
Local
in
elementary
here.
school.
There's
Just
there's a preschool two streets down. We'll just
Yeah.
like walk over there like, hey kids,
Want to learn about podcasting?
wanna sit in front of a fireplace?
We have an intern that's really good at reading books.
This is a joke, guys. We're not that guy.
No,
we're not those guys.
Well, we should act. I'm
I'll
looking
read by
forward to that.
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
that's
how-
good content.
That's
yeah.
great content.
Yeah.
You know how comedians always like when they say like a very like racist or like joke that could be taken way out of context.
Yeah.
They always go, "That's a joke, guy." Like, come on, guys, laugh. It's a joke. Like,
Or
I love that because it's like realize that I'm just using this content because people actually have this perspective. I don't, but it's funny that people do.
right.
Yeah, it's a joke.
That's such a specific voice that like I don't know if I could ever do.
No way I could do
Because
it.
if it's like politics, I don't know enough about them, and then if it's like me being racist, I'm not racist. And there's like a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
So you
just
can
not
find
me.
like stereotypes that
Yeah,
like,
you
people
could.
really don't like, but you're making light-hearted jokes towards
yes.
it.
Oh, it's observational comedy.
Yeah.
Lisa talks about it.
Shout out Lisa.
Shout out Lisa.
She was the marketing intern spotlight of this week, and she was phenomenal.
Such a good episode.
I'm so happy to have her as a friend through our network, and and she's coming on the podcast as
Again.
much as she can because those conversations are the ones that we thrive in, where it's just not really talking about either person, it's just talking about life
Yeah.
and unpacking an industry kind of, or unpacking just like what it is like to be that type of person,
Yeah.
a comedian. Those are so fun.
Oh, it was a juiced conversation for sure. But in review of
Sneaky
of
Secrets.
Sneaky Secrets, Sam, just
You can two options. You can either text it, DM it, or the biggest preference is send a video.
yeah. Well, yeah, a video across the board, text, DM, or just get it to us somehow,
Yeah.
some way. We'll be better at it. We'll figure it out as we go. The most
It'll be in the
efficient
show
way.
notes.
Be in the show notes, yeah. Down there. I don't know if it's down there. YouTube on YouTube it's down there.
No, not actually
Not
down
actually
there.
down there.
I know.
Okay.
God.
Good job, Filmer. All right, let's trap the buck and let's transition to what did you learn?
Who wants to go first?
I can go first.
Okay.
So let me just check my show notes because I forgot what I learned. Oh yeah. So this is funny. this Saturday, I work a proctoring job. I'm the head proctor. And
Not to brag.
not to brag, I got to hire a bunch of minions, and Declan's one of them, so super fun.
Andrew's the best boss ever.
I'm a boss. But moral of the story is I forgot to pack a lunch or eat anything prior to getting there, and I work from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And I had the trifecta of eating on my fine Saturday this past week. I had 2 sausage biscuits from McDonald's in the morning, and a large Coke to start off my day. That was at 5:50 a.m. in the morning. Great start to the day. Didn't drink my water that day.
Fueled.
Talk about no water. That was that day. And then a few hours later, my older brother, who also is one of my employees because I'm his boss, I told him to go grab me some food. He went to Chick-fil-A. I had 2 chicken sandwiches, a large fry, and another Coke. Fire me up. And then to finish off the day, when after proctoring around 6:30 on Declan's birthday, we went to Chipotle. And I had hammered a Chipotle burrito, finished the whole thing, and then went out to the bars and drank a ton of beer. That is the trifecta right there of fast food.
Bro, that is...
My altar workout this morning or this afternoon was atrocious, dude. I was a string bean out there just limping around.
Okay, first off, now I totally understand. So, just to give some context, we're watching golf on Saturday night. We're about to go out to the bar, and Andrew and I are just sitting munching on our Chipotle. I hadn't eaten all day, and so I was just crushing it. But Andrew finishes his first, and he goes, "Oh, man, dude, I'm so bloated." I was like, yeah, you know, everyone's bloated after Chipotle. He's like, "I'm not looking forward to drinking any beer tonight." I was like, I get it. I understand. But now I really understand. Dude, you had an insane day.
McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Chipotle.
Bro.
Hammered.
That's crazy. Like, chill out.
$1.70 right here.
Yo, that's so much beef, dude. That's
It was
so
beef
much
week.
beef. That's incredible. I love that, man.
So unhealthy, dude.
All right, what did I learn? I learned that George Foreman is the coolest dude in the world. So here's this. I pretty much played through a commercial, and what happened was I went outside. I
did what?
I played through the George Foreman commercial. Like, I feel like this.
You were
was,
a George Foreman commercial. You were inside it.
I was inside.
You were the commercial.
I was the commercial. Like, if they filmed what I did, millions of dollars.
You're the
for
poster
George.
boy.
Yeah, and
Decky George Foreman.
Declan's the poster boy, George Foreman. Right there.
Hey, real quick, did you know that the inventors of like the George Foreman grill went to Hulk Hogan first, and Hulk Hogan said, "Nah, fuck that shit. That's the stupidest idea ever."
A grill inside?
Yeah, and then they literally went to George Foreman. He was like, "Why not?"
Why those guys? Did you research that?
Yeah,
Why them? Well, like, why lifter strong guys?
they wanted that brand.
Yeah, that network.
because
It
I
worked,
guess
it worked. Sorry.
It worked, right?
George Foreman, poster boy.
So I have to. It's meal prep night, as Sam knows, because he's a gym junkie. Making like 8 chicken breasts, and I'm like, okay, I gotta go outside and grill all these up. You know, get it done in 20 minutes. So I go outside. There's like 80 inches of snow. Trek through there with my chicken. Grab the propane tank, put it in the grill, turn it on, only to find out that, you know, not gonna work. It's too cold outside. The flame's too small. I'm never gonna get this done. So I walk inside.
Too many obstacles.
Yeah, and think about this commercial. Like, oh, I'm all sad. It's probably like the black and white at this point. You know, like, oh, what's he gonna do? You know, I'm walking inside.
Freezing. You had snow all over your food.
Yeah, it was miserable. And then I walk inside, and who was there for me? Matt Christensen. And he's like, "Oh, you need to grill those chicken breasts, don't you?" And I said, "I sure do." He goes, "Well, why don't you just try the George Foreman?" And I said, "What's that?" He goes, "It's just an indoor grill. You'll make it in it. You don't even have to flip anything. You just press it down and it grills it for you." And I did it, and it was incredible. Like, I tried my chicken today. It was great.
And let's just make a little context here. Matt Christensen is the size of George Foreman.
He is.
He's just a massive dude with his
He is.
little mini grill inside. Just cracks me up. He just pulls it out of nowhere. No one ever knew he had a George Foreman in there.
Yeah.
Just Mr. Accessories.
Of course he has a George Foreman, like, just pulls it out and was like, "Oh yeah, try this." And I was like, perfect. But yeah, and then just to expand on George Foreman, the person, did you guys know that he has like 4 or 5 kids and they're all named George Foreman?
It's the truth.
It's so true. Like, we need to look this up right now, actually. Sam, you should probably look this up because you're our producer.
Keep talking.
Yeah, so he literally has 5 kids, and I think they're named, like, Big Wheel.
Their
like,
nicknames.
They all
are,
have nicknames. It's like Big Wheel, Smoke Show.
I wonder which one I guess it's got to be divided by 5 once he passes away, like to the rights to George Foreman's.
Yeah. I bet they just all box, and the winner gets to.
How
hold
funny
the
is
rights.
that, though? Like, they wanted to put a boxer, wrestler name.
Okay, he has 12 kids.
12.
Oh!
Yeah, 5 sons, 7 daughters. His 5 sons are George Jr., George III, nickname's Monk, George IV, Big Wheel, George V, Red, George VI, Little Joey, and then he has a. Nope, he doesn't have a daughter named George. But he has So was that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has 5 sons named George.
And
Foreman.
the daughters' names are not Georgia?
No, no,
Or Georgina.
no, no, or G or Gigi or any of that. It's
Okay.
Leola, Natalia, normal names.
There's 7 of them.
And Miki,
Miki.
Isabella, and Courtney. Yes,
Yo, so-
all 7 of them. Yeah, none of them have a G.
Wow.
Like, this is a person in the world. A professional boxer who has 5 kids all named after
5
him.
sons.
5 sons that have his same name, and then he also has an indoor grill franchise named after him, and he has nothing to do with it. Like, he literally was approached by, like you said, the branding of that is like so external.
It's
But
hilarious. That's
Yeah,
a good word to learn.
That's just
Yeah,
leaving a
thanks,
mark on
guys.
the planet. Yeah.
yeah, thanks guys. Sam.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
So trapping the puck on George Foreman and transition to Sam's What Did You Learn? And I'm excited for Sam. I think last week on his first back end official show, What Did You Learn, was kind of weak. I didn't appreciate it. I honestly thought he
Wow.
came up with it right when he walked through the door.
I
And
didn't.
What was it, by the way?
Mother
I don't
Nature's
even
pissed off.
yeah,
Oh,
just pissed.
you know, like
Done.
we already talked. That's shoulders up, chest out. That's what we do. We're here in Minnesota.
Yeah.
I know you don't like it, so I'm expecting great things from you today, Sam. So what did you
All
learn
right.
today, dude?
My what you learned today? It's you amping it up is I think might ruin a little bit. But my what you learned.
Stay confident. Come on.
My what you learned today is that. Oh, let me start recording this thing again so you can get it all. Yeah, my what you learned today is that Andrew's kind of self-centered and he's letting this fame get to his head. So or did I say I meant Declan, not Andrew. Declan.
Oh.
Declan. Sorry. I was looking at Andrew when I said that.
Damn.
So here's the thing. All right,
I
so
thought that was perfect.
here
Then,
we
'cause
go.
I literally just hyped. Okay,
no,
go ahead.
okay, here's the thing. So Backpocket's blowing up. Obviously, there's like no denying that. We're getting a little. You guys are getting a little famous. Okay, I've had a couple people recognize me at the bars from this podcast.
You're getting famous.
I'm sure you guys have had the same situations. All right. So when you get fame, you can either be humble, down to earth, like Andrew. Andrew, I applaud you for how you handle the fame. Or you can get like Declan and just become a crappy human, forget where you came from, and forget your roots.
What?
So let's back up here for my reasoning. Declan's just he's just pissed. Right? All right, here's this thing. Declan's birthday was on Saturday. All right, I'm not a big birthday guy. I literally remember one birthday besides mine, and it's my little brother's. And the only reason I remember it is because we have the same birthday. So that's the only reason why I remember it. So I'll go on Facebook if I see the birthday thing. I'll be like, all right, well let's just see whose it is. If I really care about them, I'll wish my birthday some way. Saturday, get up in the morning. All right, look at Facebook. Oh, Declan's birthday. I say we're pretty close. Work on the same podcast. Whatever. Yeah, he just saw.
Bro,
I text Declan. Happy birthday, buddy. Glad to work with such a funny, successful, motivated, hardworking guy. Enjoy your day. Nothing. So
I hit him so hard with the read receipt on accident.
so
You didn't respond to him?
No.
God, no.
I
no.
knew where exactly.
I'm
where
not.
he was going
He's
with
too cool for me now. He's too famous.
Oh man.
So I like to say, Andrew and all the other listeners, if you have like something coming up with Declan, like you're gonna get lunch or you're relying on him to help you move or something, watch out because he might just stand you up. So that's my what you learned today.
Decky, no response on his birthday. He showed some love, dude. You are letting the fame get to your head. I'm on board with Sam. You need to reflect.
If you
Refocus.
apologize and text me back, I'll
Aaron, dude. Aaron, come here.
apologize. Okay, come on, man. Bring it in, man. It's okay.
I didn't mean it.
It's okay, man. It's okay.
I didn't mean it like that.
And then put
I
the
understand.
GoPro camera back. Yeah, knuckleheads.
Here we go. See me.
Sometimes you just gotta make amends, and that's how you do it. Just hug it out. I apologize, Sam. I'll shoot you a text back.
I don't know if you
after
can tell or
the
not, but
after the show.
I kind of built that up.
You did.
That was good.
It was good.
Thanks.
Well done.
Well done.
It was really good getting that on the table. But
Yeah. I
so-
love your honesty. Thank you, Sam.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job for being humble, though. I'm sorry to cut you off. But
Thanks for
just-
holding-
I can't say enough how humble you are about all this fame coming at you, Andrew.
Hey, thanks. Just an average guy here. Let's recalibrate, refocus, re-engage, and get on to the feel-good story.
As
So-
we always do.
This week's feel-good story is happening. Let's see. It happened last week. It hasn't happened to us yet, but when this is released, happened last week. Dr. Matt Wiest, 2-year anniversary party. Center of Movement is his chiropractic company, and we're going down there in the heart of Minneapolis. How many people are registered on the Facebook page? Like
5 million.
No, there was a lot of people, and not
Yeah.
5 million, but
It was
I was
like-
asking for a real number.
Oh, real number? I'll ballpark it like 700.
Yeah, a lot of people. I'm stoked. And, this guy has been incredibly influential on us in the sense of, like, he is 32-ish, 30?
Yeah, he's in his 30s.
Yeah, early 30s, and he's kicking ass with a startup that he was in the corporate chiropractic world, and then moved on to his own thing. And he's just been awesome to us in just kind of guidance. And I couldn't be happier to go to this 2-year anniversary thing and just celebrate with him. And then he's coming to ours later that night. We're celebrating on the same day. It's going to be a great collaboration. He's just this 6'6" behemoth. Listen to his podcast that we recorded with him. Season 2, episode 34, something like that.
30-something.
Yeah.
Sober October.
Sober October was the name. He's just an awesome guy. He's absolutely the feel-good story.
Yeah. Oh, totally. I think the coolest thing about him, and JC Lipple alluded to this a lot in a conversation with him, was, his just genuine approach to life and how he just like always wants to be, at the service of others. Matt Wiest is, like we said, the biggest dude in the world, like could easily run through a brick wall. Like you and I talk about, we would like to run through a brick wall and we can't, but Matt Wiest actually can.
He'd run through the wall, come back, run through it again, and then look at everyone with a smile.
And then build it back up and ask if anyone else would want to run through it as well.
Yeah.
But I think that's the coolest part is like he is this built amazing dude, easily could have taken his life or his kind of fame or route a totally different way with, just building off his looks. But I just really appreciate the fact that he's just so genuine and he's just there for everybody. So thank you, Matt Wiest, and I love that he's just bringing all these people together. Like literally 500 people are coming to this thing, and it's gonna be sick. Community workout.
Yeah, you're the man, Dr. Matt Wiest. Thank you so much for all you do for us. We hope we can return the favor.
Absolutely.
That's enough from us from the Back End Show.
Yeah. So what do we? Let's. I was thinking about this. Maybe we should do, since this is the Back End Show. Obviously, week 3 is coming up. Who we got?
We're kicking it off on the Monday show with Alex French. Very excited for that interview. He is the CEO, founder of Busy Coffee, and an awesome athlete. He runs in triathlons and marathons, another just stud.
Yeah.
And then on Tuesday, we have Piff Peterson, TikTok famous. He also did filming for us for a while, but now he's just too big. So
Yeah. Now that he went through our farming system, like now he's viral, so
Yeah.
that's cool.
he's just a beast.
Yeah.
And then the Golden Nuggets of JC Lippold. If you haven't caught that episode yet, this past Monday, we're going to condense it down to 15 minutes and give you the best version. Sam, our intern, is dicing that up now.
Yeah.
So hopefully leave a review and let us know if he's doing a good job.
Yeah. Absolutely. And
Then another one of these.
We'll be back next week. We will see you then. Love you guys. Take care.
Take care.
But I've been thinking of the way you felt when you watched me rolling over the horizon line like wind lightning. It hasn't rained for a long time, but you know it's on the way.